The epic and unbeatable at Scrabble. The nerds with attitude.
Because it was like, I mean, I heard like they got a completely different writer, and it seems like the writer was more influenced by the memes about this movie than the actual franchise itself. So he put tons of meme shit in the movie. I was like, if I wanted memes for this franchise, I'd just go on the internet. You know? Like the whole space thing would have been like a lot.
Did they actually go to space, or was it just the atmosphere? Oh, you saw the thing. You saw the
orbit, bro.
It's the same fucking thing, bro.
In a car. In a car.
In a car, yes.
Yes.
So that whole Skywalker movie,
yes,
it was
it's
that
real.
far off.
It's real.
They were absolutely in outer space.
Yeah.
You don't need logic.
Dumb. How the hell you?
I thought that's why you put the meme. I thought that was.
Did you?
That's why you had to put the meme.
Did you see it too, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Hey, if you were gonna post it, I was gonna post it. I found the exact same image.
Is
and
this?
I was planning to post it,
is this? Do they? I know they explain, well, kind of explain.
They don't explain.
The Japanese dude, how he lived.
Oh.
It was like some smoke and mirrors.
I think
type
they said
thing.
something. They said something.
I just feel like they retconned the hell out of that.
He was supposed to. He was fake assassination. I forgot. They said something. It was an excuse.
Well, like, they definitely retcon it, because if you go back and watch, I think it's the third movie where you see him die or whatever. No, not the third one. I can't remember which one it is. But regardless, you don't actually ever see him in his car. You just see his car, and you're like, "Oh, that's him." And then they crash, and you're like, "Oh shit, he died."
No,
so you never see him inside the car.
In the movie Tokyo Drift, you see him in the car
at the end.
Yeah,
before he crashes?
Yes, you see him get in the car. You're seeing him drive the car. When it crashes and is flipped upside down, he's in the car. You see him in the car, and then it explodes. Even in the flashback where with Hobbs, when it shows Hobbs was there randomly somehow, even in that flashback, you see him in the car. You see Hobbs blows up the car, and then there's that. So I don't know about this. In this movie, I guess they hard retcon this shit where you don't see them. The smoke and mirrors.
And
it's a trick.
That's what I mean about these movies, or like not even about all of them. It's about this one in particular. Like, they show the whole cover up of his death during that scene, right? And I was watching it and I was like, this feels like this doesn't make any kind of sense. Like, if you had watched any of the other ones, they could have done it like way better to, bring this dude back. Because if they brought him back and you see him in the car like that, they could bring literally anybody back. Which, by the way, for some reason, I swear to God, I don't know how they're doing this. They're bringing Brian back.
Nah, I don't think they. I think it'll be in poor. I think it'll be in poor taste, because the only way they can actually bring him back.
It absolutely is in poor taste. So, like, he's dead. Just, let his character rest.
Yeah, like the only way they actually can bring him back is how they did that one guy Tarkin from the Star Wars thing.
Yeah. Because they used. I think it was like the 7th movie when Brian or Paul Walker passed away during the filming of it. So they had his brother fill in for him, and they just kind of CGI'd his face onto his brother's body. And I was like, okay, I understand that you have to finish the movie, but now they're fully bringing him back apparently. And I was watching, I was like, I'm not into that. That's not great. It's weird.
What are your thoughts on this One Last Ride movie? How's Jimmy? How
whack as fuck.
Yeah, you don't really have an opinion on this. You haven't watched any of them, though.
I don't, but yeah, I still do.
Oh, you really don't. Your opinion just doesn't. It doesn't correlate.
Have you seen any of them?
I've seen the Hobbs and Shaw.
What?
I don't know.
Literally, that's
I know.
the only
I know
one.
that doesn't count, but yeah, I know that doesn't count. But
kinda.
if that's where
I
it was
guess.
headed to, then
Everything else
I
counts.
scared myself.
So you ain't seen any of those. The only one you seen was Hobbs and Shaw.
Nah, I never had any initially.
Yeah, well. What do y'all? Y'all two have seen it. Jimmy and not Jr. Isaac. Is this the best?
Why do you keep calling me that?
I'm
It's
looking
the
at.
most.
I'm
it's the
looking at.
fastest and furious.
I'm looking at JR, but like, is it the best? Is what's his face?
It's the fastest and furious.
John Cena. Is John Cena whole? Is it good? This random brother that came out of nowhere.
Okay, hold on. That's
inexplicable.
weird. Because Dom's whole thing is, we're a family. We're gonna stick together.
This
family.
for family.
And then they're like, this brother shows up and they're like, you got a brother? He's like, yeah, I don't talk about him. What the fuck you
But
talking
you
about?
talk about family every day for the last 15 years.
This whole series is contradicting itself.
It's just like, I mean, and they show the reason why he doesn't talk about the brother. The brother apparently is the one who killed their dad and all that shit, but the dad was in debt, so they had to make it look like the dad threw a race, but in actual fact they ended up killing the dad, and Dom didn't find out. Well, Dom found out about it and still ran his brother out of town. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know. It's strange. As crazy as this franchise is, this last one was kind of where I drew the line.
It was the only place to draw the line.
Because, I mean, even all the other ones, they're still fun and, like, I wouldn't say they make sense, but you can follow it better. And this one, it was just...
It was all about the memes. It was all about the lulz.
Yeah. Because they even have, like, this whole subplot. You know what I'm talking about, Jimmy. With Roman, he's like, do y'all ever notice all the shit we get into, and yet we still live?
It's like we invincible.
Like,
yeah,
that was that wink at the camera.
Basically.
Pretty much. I was like, I could have done it without. It was funny, like in the moment, but because they keep bringing it up. He brings it up while they're in space too. He's like, I can't believe it, man. I should. Although Tyrese still gets some good lines. He's like, I should have stayed my black ass at home. But now I'm up here in space in a Pontiac Fiero with a giant rocket strapped on top of it. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know where else the franchise could go from here, but they have a whole thing where, like,
they gotta go to another galaxy, bro. They gotta go to a whole other galaxy now.
There's a whole part where you think Dom died. Like, I thought he was dead for a hot minute because he had, like, visions of his life and shit. I was like, oh. If they had killed Dom in this movie, I probably would have given this movie a lot more praise, because that's a pretty serious thing to do.
Yeah, that would have took some balls.
Yeah.
That would have took some balls. I ain't gonna lie.
But then he practically just Jesuses himself and comes back. And I'm like, well, okay, whatever.
So go see it. Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah, go watch.
Yeah, you should definitely see it. It's the good kind of train wreck.
Yeah. The action stuff, as usual, is the shit they do with magnets in this movie is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. It defies all logic of how magnets work.
Yeah, bitch.
It's there's like this one part. They got this truck with these giant magnets in the back of the truck, and what's his name? The brother is driving away from them because he's apparently got whatever he needed, and he's driving away from them, and they're like, "Oh, we got an idea." They're like on the other side of a building, right? They're on 2 different blocks, and they turn the magnets on, and the car shoots through the building into the back of the truck, and they've caught him now.
Sounds about right.
It's funny because like most of this movie is one of those things where it's like, that was so stupid, but at the same time you're watching it, you're like,
it looked cool.
Cool though.
Yeah.
So out of 10, what do you guys give this?
I will give it 6 out of 9 Fast and the Furious.
Isaac?
Yeah. I was gonna say a 6 as well.
Which one is this? Like 8?
It's the 9th.
Oh,
it's the ninth one. That's why. That's why I gave it out of 9.
If you're ranking them, where does this rank?
I don't know. It might rank top 5 still. Because
I don't know. It might be a 6.
Fucking space.
Well,
what can I say?
Actually, you know what? I take that back. It might be top 5 just for the sheer, like,
just for the scope, the span. Just like they went bigger than ever.
Although I don't. The bad thing about this movie is, like we were talking about, they embrace the memes and shit. Where are they gonna go from here? Y'all did the space thing. Y'all should have saved that for the end.
I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. This is what you do. You want to really enjoy this movie? Go back and watch the original Fast and the Furious, just the first one, and then watch this.
You mean
you're gonna be like, what?
You mean back when they was just when they were actually racing and just and stealing just
and just working on cars.
Yeah.
There was mechanics.
Yeah. And now they're just straight up superheroes.
Yeah. That's a great thing to do. Just watch the first one, then watch this one. See how far they've came.
All right. Well then, that is your review of Fast 9. That's the title? That's a dumb title.
F9. F9. The Fast Saga.
Tell us down below how you feel about this movie.
Wait, we were recording?
If you could take it or leave it. As we always say, show your attitude, you wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces.